Number 7, welcome to the video. And today, continuing with the theme of being tired, we're tired. Motivation is pretty low, and I think that's just going to be the theme for December. Tired, cold, dark days and nights, whilst trying to push forwards and make the most of Q4 and the December sort of sales. So today I've got to package a wholesale order, drop that off, and also package some Shopify orders and get them posted off just to keep up with that, so we don't want to get behind. I've got about 8 in total. We'll try and get 4 of them done just to keep up with it, because I don't want to have to get behind and get people's packages to them late. There's nothing worse than waiting for a package. I hate it. Anyway, let's package some orders with me. Let's do it. So at some point there's about 40 to 50 candles there that need to get packaged, and then we've also got all of these ones down here and them that we need to get done. Oh, we're feeling knackered already. Feeling quite anxious as well. It's feelings I've had before, as I used to suffer with quite a lot of panic attacks during when I was drinking, so I'm familiar with the feeling. It's when I was driving back along the A14. There's a bit where they're doing some roadworks and you're kind of stuck between 2 bollards for about a mile, and I get these feelings of being trapped, which I've experienced before. The fear of having a panic attack and not being able to stop anywhere kind of makes me get panicky, I guess. And I started to get that feeling earlier, and it becomes a bit overwhelming. But because I'm familiar with it, I can kind of calm myself down through some deep breathing. But I think because I'm pushing quite hard at work, outside of work, and I'm neglecting the basics. I'm not meditating, I'm not eating properly, I'm not sleeping properly, and I'm not exercising properly. All those 4 basic things really make a big difference in terms of how I feel. So we're gonna push out a run, because that will just help clear the mind, release those endorphins, and then try and spend a bit of time planning food and things like that. I'm eating I sort of reverted back to all of my base habits prior to doing my transformation. So I'm eating twice a day, I'm eating 2 big meals a day, I'm eating late, I'm not drinking enough water, I'm having too much caffeine, I'm not sleeping enough. Doing all the things I know which are counterproductive, but because I'm a bit tired, I'm a bit overworked, the night's dark, I'm sort of justifying my own bullshit. But we need to stop, we need to get a grip, because it makes a big difference in terms of how I think and how I feel. So we know what needs to be done. Do the basics and the rest will all fall in place. Time for a run. About 2 to 3k in now. It's hard work. Can't expect peak level performance on three sausage rolls and a chicken tikka baguette, can I? So we know what we need to do in order to perform. These habits are fine when you're sitting around watching Netflix, going to bed late and not really expecting anything from yourself, just kind of existing with those cheap dopamine hits. But when I'm expecting 15, 16 hours of work a day, including chefing, maintaining a relationship, walking the dog, and just plugging away at everything, it's not going to happen on sausage rolls, is it? I need to get real with myself. So, get the run done, do some meal prep, start filling in the journal like we used to. Those things all help. We know what needs to be done, we're just not doing it. Come on. All right, it's 11:15. Pretty tired, it's been a long day. We had a nice steak, some chips and a salad for dinner. So that's pretty good, fairly healthy, minus the very buttery béarnaise I had with it. But we've had a word with ourselves, we've got a plan. We went for a run earlier, we felt a lot better after the run. That already kickstarts like a bit of motivation and just makes me, it just clears my head and just helps with the mindset and everything else. And we know it works. So we've got our non-negotiables, we've written it down. And even if we do this 80% of the time, that will do most of the work. And then 20% of the time is just not feasible sometimes. Sometimes I might be late for work and it's just, you know what I mean. It's the old, I think Pareto, 80-20, 80% will do the work. But yeah, we know what we need to do. So we'll go over it. We'll go over what's written down here. Oh, whether anyone can see that. So we're gonna wake up. I don't know if this is gonna work. Wake up at 7:30 every day. It might be earlier, but we don't want to be in bed after 7:30. We want to be up, we want to be out. Laying in bed snoozing just prolongs laziness, it makes you want to do less. Get up straight away. As soon as the alarm goes off, I count in my head 5, 6, 7, 8. And on 8, I get out of bed. Get up, have some vitamin D, magnesium, and a pint of water. Get that in me straight away. No coffees first thing, none of that. Just consume that and move on. Walk every day. I'm quite good at that anyway because I sort of walk the dog most mornings, so that's pretty good. And it means I get sunlight in my eyes sort of every day. The old Huberman recommends getting sunlight first thing in your eyes. And then 20 minutes of hard exercise every day. Walking is fine, I find that more sort of meditative, like more like meditation really. I think you know what I'm trying to say, but words have failed me. So 20 minutes of hard exercise, that could be like a little kettlebell routine, that could be like cycling. I've got a little exercise bike behind me. I normally just stick on a YouTube video and cycle. Something just to get a bit of a sweat on, do something hard before I really start the day. And this helps me massively. Like I said with the running, it just helps me get out of my funk. I've already put, as Goggins said, you put your armor on for the day. Like people can't upset you and hurt you because you've already done something difficult before you've even started work. So doing something like that, and it might be longer on other days. I need to get back into weightlifting, that has slipped away. Cold showers, that was something I was doing religiously for probably the first 6 months of this year, and that's all slipped into a lot more warm baths and a lot more showers and stuff like that. So get back to the cold showers. It means I'm not wasting time in the bath scrolling through reels like I have every night for the last week. Don't get me wrong, a nice bath feels amazing, but not every single night. 5 minutes of meditation, that's what I need to do. I was doing that before the shower. Simple little 5-minute guided meditation, it just helps me clear my mind. And journaling, I've got a journal and I was filling that out every single day. Helps offload my mind, helps me plan my goals, and helps me track my progress. And I've simply stopped doing that. I haven't really done it for the past month. Meal prep, need to get back into meal prep. Healthy meals, 5 meals a day. It doesn't have to be 5 proper meals, but 5 smaller meals. So maybe wake up, have a shake, have like a little breakfast, which was normally another shake and a couple of bagels, then, or some porridge. I was having porridge every day with protein in it and some berries. And then maybe like chicken, rice and veg, another little stack, maybe a couple of bagels and a protein shake. And then dinner, which was maybe like a steak and sweet potato. I need to get back into that habit. At the moment, I'm just fucking eating 3 cheese boards a day and a load of brown food and expecting to have an A1 performance. Get all of my work done, then keep up with the candles, do a blog, do some vlogging and exercise. It's just not gonna work. It is fine if I wanna live my old existence of 5 years ago, sitting around drinking and watching Netflix. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what I eat because I'm simply doing nothing productive. And then drink 4 litres of water every day. I drink quite a lot of water. And at the bottom, I've written, whether we can see that there, this is simple, it works. And we don't need to overcomplicate it, we just need to get it done, need to maintain it. Like I said, 80%, if I keep this up for 80% of the time, that will do most of the work. That's gonna keep me moving forward, it's gonna keep this all in check. Sometimes, like earlier when I was in the car, it feels like a ball of wool that's slowly just unraveling and getting a bit roughed up in different bits. And the running, the exercise, the meditation, the journaling, the eating healthy, all of those things, bring it back together and keep it like a tight ball of wool. But we start drifting, we start eating crap, we start staying up late at night, we start slipping into old habits, and then it all becomes a bit frayed. So we know what needs to be done, so we're going to crack on with it. I'm afraid this isn't really much of a candle video, more just about me and maybe just some of the struggles we go through as humans, and I'm sure someone out there will find this relatable and hopefully helpful. We're all just people at the end of the day, and I think everyone on YouTube sometimes, they create this immaculate picture of productivity, health, and just mental health, and it's not always that simple. People are just people, so yeah. That's today. We've dropped off a wholesale order, we've dropped off some Shopify orders, we've still achieved quite a lot. I was hoping to maybe get a bit more stuff done, but it's just how it goes. I'm off tomorrow, so we'll crack on with all of that stuff. I need to prepare myself for a craft fair, but I can't actually do it because I'm working, so I've managed to rope the better half into doing it. I feel really bad because it's the first one I've ever done, and she will be doing it, so yeah, a bit guilty. Anyway, waffling on, see you tomorrow. Let's get it done, let's be healthy, let's keep this in check.